18 top 5s, 23 top 10s, 24 starts. So very respectable stats, very close to Tanklin, and it's been going to be a good race for you, C-Man, let's hope.
Yeah,
Alright.
so.
Blitzkrieg, you got a copy?
Yep.
Where are you from?
We're
And
good
what do you join
doing
Misfitz?
North Carolina, and I showed up pretty much day one.
Alright. So what's this season been for you, and what are you looking forward to for next season?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. It just any errors really was just getting disconnected, and for next season I'm hoping with the new console it fixes that, so I could really see how good I actually am, because a lot of times I'll just get kicked out and I can't really take much from that, so I'm not gonna really judge the season good or positive until I know how I finish when I actually get to finish every race. So I'm more interested to see how it goes next year.
Alright. JP, hope you like tuning in.
Yeah, even with the connection issues that you spoke of, you find yourself in the championship for, so as long as you stay connected and how you feel your chances are against the rest of the final four. I mean, as far as your car handling abilities from this week and all that.
Probably not a good chance because I like to win races off of speed and it's Atlanta, so it's tires, so just hoping for a good finish, but I don't really expect much. I don't really brag about wins here. Not gonna really, yeah, just not my thing, so I don't really expect much of anything, honestly, but I'll go for it.
Well, last night on the bright side, last night it didn't come down to needing to win the race, so maybe you can still get the championship even if you aren't in position to win the race.
If it goes down to speed, I will try my best to win it off of that. If it's strategy, well, then yeah, no comment.
Alright. Blitz, we're going to talk about your Xfinity stats really quickly. So, 2 poles on the season, 6 wins, 6 stage wins, 12 top 5s, and 19 top 10s, and 22 starts. The most wins so far out of the people we've talked to, and obviously should be a couple more. With you being, like you said, lagging out, you should have at least had 2 or 3 more wins.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. Blitz drives to number 70, and he will be running tonight for about a 4. Alright. Somebody go ahead with me.
So, Keystone, how do you feel your car is tonight?
Honestly, we had speed to keep up last night. Tonight, I'm not 100% sure about it. Atlanta in the Xfinity cars isn't my strong suit. And obviously, like Blitz said, saving tires is going to mean a lot tonight. And we definitely have some people in here that are very good at that. C-Man, honestly, being one of the better guys of saving tires and Tanklin. Me and Blitz are known for going straight out at things. So we're going to see how that goes. Let's hope we don't get any more speeding penalties tonight.
I was about to say, thoughts on the speeding penalty, and how many runs at the pit road did you take for practice this week or today?
Well, while I was offline, probably about close to 600. I didn't get one speeding penalty, so I'm feeling pretty confident going in here.
Yeah.
Alright, anything else?
Get 6 speeding penalties in the first stage.
Don't remind me.
Yeah, don't. So,
Alright,
I'm
guys.
trying to reverse jinx him. I'm trying to say the worst case scenario so he gets the best case scenario. That makes some kind of logic sense, right? Somebody?
No, really, I think, really, my final question is who do you think is your biggest competition tonight?
Oh, obviously on speed, it's either going to be Tanklin or Blitz. On fuel saving and being able to save their car, I'd give it to C-Man. Seaman
Alright.
might not have the best speed, but he's been there all season. I think my chances at this are a 1 out of 4 chance. So
Well, just remember you got people in there that aren't going for the championship, so.
yep, we get to see how this goes. All right, guys,
Yep.
thank you for all the interviews, and I'm gonna get the racing lobby set up.
Yeah, and JP, I'll hop into another party and I'll send you an invite.
All right.
Alright.
Remember, guys, we're gonna go around for 1 lap. If you were not here last night.
You ready for this, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm watching and making the lobby so I know the exact settings we're doing. So it looks like they're going ahead and doing no damage again tonight.
Okay.
So something I thought initially might have been a mistake the first time when they did it. Turns out it wasn't because
Yeah.
they're going to go ahead and do it again. Black flags only, so the game won't be bringing out any yellows. We do have stages
Black
as
flags
always.
only.
It'll be 163 laps, otherwise known as 250 miles here.
And what's the fuel and tire we're on tonight?
3 times, just like it was last night, which would put it at, from what I've heard as much as 18 laps is as far as most people were able to stretch fuel. Now, whether they were actually able to stretch tires that long, I don't know. Because I know some guys were doing tire-only stops to see just how far the fuel could really go.
Yeah. Well, we'll just wait and see what happens, huh?
Yeah, so I've heard as low as 14 or even 13. So I've heard like 13, 14 laps on fuel is some of the low end estimates for how far you can go on fuel before you have to pit. And I would expect that some of those numbers are going to be closer to how they are on tires.
Yep. And if you're watching right now, bear with us as we're getting ready to have some racing here.
Well, I think they should
You
be
won't
all
be
in
working.
there, right? Let me see. How many people they got in their party? So they're waiting on 1. I think. Actually, I think they're all in there, because Blitz has 2 accounts in the party. There's 11 people in their party, and they got 10 people in the lobby. So I would assume that that is them already. Unless they were still waiting on somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Tanklin went live as well. Let's see. I'm going to get his Twitch stream up as well, so I can just kind of bounce between
Okay.
2 different onboards. Which, for those of you guys, if you guys want to go watch the driver's onboard views of the race, Keystone will have his Twitch stream up at twitch.tv/the Keystone Corner. And Tanklin has his stream up at twitch.tv/Tanklin11. So, if you guys want to go check out the race from those perspectives.
Yep.
And
Alright,
they're
we'll be
loading in, so we
starting
should be
here,
getting an invite
so
here
TC.
momentarily.
You'll be starting second.
And if you guys
I'll tell you
want
guys
to
all
watch
this
yours,
one.
that's perfectly A-okay as well.
TC.
Did you get your invite?
No, I haven't gotten mine yet.
His microphone
I'm
always
just
echoes.
saying that they're loading in, so we should be getting our invites somewhat soon. Why? Did you get yours?
Oh, I
Echo.
thought I did, but then I was just a friend getting on, so.
So here we go. I'm excited though. And say I know you like Atlanta.
Alright, guys, remember, these are tires you gotta set the race
Yeah.
up.
I'm eagerly waiting to start this one.
Well, looks like we might miss the start
I figured
of it.
I'd run the car
oh,
that
wait,
I ran.
no, they've got their
on
pace
a
lap.
Monday
I
with.
forgot. So they're probably gonna send us the invite when they park it on the backstretch for the national anthem, or
If it can't carry over.
or when they park it on the backstretch before the national anthem. I would guess. Oh,
Yeah.
whoops! I didn't realize I had that unmuted.
What?
So I had Keystone's Twitch unmuted, so people were probably hearing some of that sound. There we go. Should be all good. So, just kind of
I'm
a
all
note,
good on my end.
even though I'm sure it won't make a major difference here, you'll see slightly shorter, slightly less fuel on board when we actually take the initial green flag than on any other restart, because everybody's going to be coming from this 2-lap pace session where they'll have a few laps burnt into that fuel and tire. And again, I did not ask about it, but if anybody from the race yesterday is still watching, or was watching back the stream afterwards and heard me mention this yesterday, coming to the green flag to try and get tire wear, to try and get better tires, without losing a lap. I mean, I'd say that would be perfectly in line with legitimate. Wouldn't necessarily be what I would consider should be encouraged. But I didn't ask for clarification because I didn't want someone to have heard us talking about that as a possible strategy, trying it and then having Keystone penalize them, or vice versa, and having Keystone try it and nobody else having thought it was legal.
Nobody.
So hopefully we get.
Did they win?
Do you get yours yet? Okay. Just figured I'd check. Me neither. So let's see if they're gonna go green here or if they're still pacing for another lap or two. Because it looks like there's some disagreement on where the guys are supposed to be lining up. So
busy tonight.
Ooh, uh-oh. Good thing we don't have damage on, because Keystone just got lagged into. By I'm not sure which vehicle that was. Looks like that was the green flag that we just missed. So I'm just going to try and commentate on what we got for onboards here. So we got Tanklin looking for the fourth position here on Blitzkrieg. Blitzkrieg trying to hold it on the high line. You got Keystone guy mired back in 8th place. And so I think currently championship leader looks to be... I think it's the side-by-side battle between Tanklin and Blitz, because I don't see Seaman up ahead.
Ryan and me got invite.
And I'm saying, unfortunately, they can't send an invite in the middle of a green flag run either. Yeah, so Blitz and Tanklin are actually currently battling for the top spot. So you got Blitz and you got Tanklin battling for that top spot in the championship, which is actually 3rd place on track. Right now, held by Blitz as he tries to now chase down TN and the race leader, which I believe that is Deprev. So you got Tanklin trying to chase him down to try and see if he can get to the spot. Looking to the inside, Blitz shuts the door fairly early. Makes a pretty clean block. Actually, a very clean block, especially for modern NASCAR standards. 35 laps remain on the stage.
Yep.
So, still plenty of time left in the stage. We got Blitz goes up and just about tags the wall as the 11 goes down the inside. The 11 will take that spot, which will also be essentially the championship changing hands. And now Tanklin has that championship winning spot.
Yeah, and
Keystone's still mired back in the in 7th place. And we got side by side for the lead between TN and I believe that is, yep, that's Deprev. And now TN falls back to 3rd, which moves Tanklin up to 2nd. Looks like he Blitz is also going to try and take 3rd away there, and he does. Ooh, looks like a little bit of a lag spike there. Almost turned the 11 around. Now the 70 has gotten to the 70 of Blitzkrieg has gotten to the inside of the 11. Here of Tanklin. Tanklin tries to kind of pinch him down to the bottom, just making him commit to the very bottom, and they're going to be side by side coming off of the turn. Coming off of turn 2 and going towards turn number 3. Going into turn 3,
So,
you still got Deprev out, and he's actually starting to pull away by a little bit. And the tires are starting to wear in on a lot of these guys, just looking at the tire wear across them. Keystone, once again, has kind of moved up a little bit. He's looking to try and move into the top 5 here. Meanwhile, Blitz just passed Tanklin for the championship lead, then goes up and tags the wall yet again, and now is back to being not the championship leader, and Tanklin is now the championship leader by a few spots. But here comes Keystone. Keystone's looking for the championship lead here on lap number 10. He is coming up on this group that's side by side between Tanklin and TN. He's gonna just about get to the inside of TN's rear bumper with his front bumper, and is gonna take that inside line and probably take that position. No, the 98 just chops the nose off of that 13 that 13 car. And I say, just because he's racing for a championship and just because he's the league owner doesn't mean he gets any more space than anybody else. But there we go. Now the 98 falls back, and now you got a battle for 2nd in the championship between Blitz and Keystone, which kind of, to Keystone's point in pre-race when we talked to him, he said that Tanklin and Blitz were going to be the guys he would have to beat on full-out racing, which is exactly what we're doing right now. Is they are racing without much conservation right now because they aren't going to be able to make it to the end of this stage on fuel, regardless of how much they save. So now Keystone is starting to close in on that 2nd place car of the 11 of Tanklin. So definitely starting to heat up this this championship finale. Hopefully we can keep an eye on both races, and it looks like Tanklin's actually going to start looking for the lead, which is potentially what's going to be his undoing here, because if he looks to the outside for the lead, he very easily could end up getting taken advantage of from behind by the 13 getting to his inside.
Hey, Ryan.
Yeah?
Send me Keystone's link, and I'll keep an eye on Keystone, and you keep an eye on
twitch.tv/the Keystone Corner. But I can send you it. But I also am able to keep an eye on both of them at the same time as well, considering they're both on Keystone's view, and that we have a battle for the championship lead and the race lead too here, because Tanklin's to the outside of Deprev, coming down the back straightaway.
Yeah. Just bear with us, guys.
Just surprised that after all the time yesterday where you were telling me to make sure I had Keystone stream up, that you didn't have it up, or that you didn't have the link up and ready for tonight. Because I know you mentioned it to me like 4 times yesterday to make sure I had Keystone's link up for the lap count. But yeah, right now you got Tanglin looking to the outside on the race leader, which is going to leave a major opening. And oh, here comes Deep Rev and third place Keystone into the pits with 26 to go on the stage.
Yeah.
That's gonna almost guarantee. That's actually way outside the realm. They're gonna need to pit for a second time. What? What, JP?
I got my invite.
Oh, okay. Yep, I just got mine too. But yeah, we just saw the 11 of Tanklin also come into the pits. But again, all these guys are gonna have to make another pit stop in this stage to make it to the end. Looks like Deep Rev is gonna come out with the 13 right behind him, but again, that one lap sooner of getting in the pits, we're gonna have to watch to see what's gonna happen for Tanklin, and if he can get out in front of the 13 and potentially even the 39.
And also like the ag.
Yeah.
Great job to Ryan Dyer for being here and helping us stay in the loop. But now we got cars on screen for you guys, so we're a little bit late to the party, but nothing we can do about that, right, Ryan?
Yeah. Actually, kind of bummed because I was on Twitter yesterday and I saw a job opening at Gateway Motorsports Park for looking for announcers, and of course, because I'm nowhere near there, I wasn't able to do it, obviously. And it looks like it crashed me out, so I might need another invite if you can send me one. JP.
Yep, I heard you.
Okay, just making sure because I kind of would like to also have on-track racing for my viewers. And say, especially when we got a battle for second, like what we got right now between the 39 and the 13 looking to the inside. And I'm actually impressed. Tanklin was able to come out on track ahead, despite being the second driver to get to pit road.
Yeah, the 11 is the race leader, Tanklin. You got the invite though, right? Ryan?
Yeah, I got the invite, JP.
Okay.
But yeah, right now you got about a second lead here for Tanklin, so he's gonna be trying to make use of that.
Yeah, Tanklin has about a second lead.
Okay, I'm gonna try restarting my game and see if I can get that to work, because the invites still have not been working to get me in there.
Okay. Meanwhile, while he does that, Tanklin is...
And he's just kind of holding serve at about 0.8 seconds in front. Meanwhile, Keystone's got the 39 all over his rear bumper, trying to find a way past. Though I think Keystone's kind of biding his time as well, because, again, remember, those guys are all going to have to make another pit stop at some point here.
Yeah.
So if you can send me another invite, bro, that'd be nice. Yeah, Keystone's just kind of biding his time, it looks like, just kind of running at pace to where Deep Rev isn't able to pass him, but and Tanklin isn't able to actually get away from him, but not at such a pace where
Yeah.
he's gonna be running away or down either. Hopefully, I'm assuming to conserve tires to try and get closer to that fuel window. Although I believe they should be able to make it on one stop from here regardless, assuming they're remotely close on fuel window.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, if you can keep commentating though, since I still don't have cars on track yet.
Okay.
I'm still loading in.
So the 13 is kind of like we do have this the 13 and Tanklin still in the lead, pulling away.
Is there no other battles on track, JP? Because I can even commentate on that so far.
There's a battle with Keystone, I'm watching.
Okay.
For a second.
Well, now I've got cars on track, so I can look for any other battles while you talk about the battle with Keystone at the front.
So, Keystone get dropped back to third.
It sounds like his tire wear is pretty extreme, and so is pretty much everybody's at this track.
Yeah.
Because this track is the literal definition of high tire wear. Is literally a picture of Atlanta Motor Speedway, Darlington, and Auto Club.
Yeah, what do you think about Auto Club not being on the schedule? Talking about places that won't be visited this year as.
Yeah, we got both those guys coming in. Once again, those two coming in together. The 39 and the 13.
Coming in together.
The 70 was already on pit road, so that's another championship contender, along with the Madman, number 35.
Yeah.
But your other two championship contenders are still on track with Seaman and the 11 of Tanklin. But
And
just like you saw last time, Tanklin comes in one lap after the
after the 13.
yeah, after the 13. And with the 13 still on pit road, he is definitely not in a position where he's going to be absolutely pulling away, I don't think. He's just coming off pit road and Tanklin's already in his pit stall. I think this is going to be a very big lead for Tanklin because he's just made the most of his in and out laps, getting a lot of speed and not having as much fall off as anybody else.
Yeah. I mean, Tanklin is somebody that I could think, as long as he has a good, clean race, he's got as good a start tonight as he did last night.
Well, here we go. The 11 is now out on track, and we'll get to see just how close this battle ends up being when they get back out on track and merge. It actually looks like it'll be around the same gap between between them. Looks like about a second, maybe a second and a half.
Second and a half.
But you got that 39 still looking for a way to get around and stay around on the other side of the 13.
Still got the 39 looking for a way around Patrick there, but no way. Oh! Patrick takes the apron and the 39 takes the balance on the inside there, Ryan.
That looked more like a bump and run, but okay. Looking at what happened, it looked like the 39 got into his rear bumper, and that's why he went up the track, not the apron.
Oh, see ya.
Here we go. Looks like, is that Tanklin that's gonna, or not Tanklin, Tanklin obviously being the race leader. Just went, oh, he isn't the race leader actually yet.
Yeah. He isn't.
Is Seaman the race leader then? Don't think so. But yeah, so Tanklin just went and lapped Seaman. So when it all cycles around, Seaman will be a lap down, which that's another one of your championship contenders.
And how many more laps to go in the stage there, Ryan?
We've got about... Oh, great. It didn't show me. We currently have about 6 laps left in the stage. Yeah, so, man, the leader had a really good lead on Tanklin.
Yeah. On Tanklin.
Yeah, I don't know who it is. It might be TN, actually. He's actually run down, so maybe not. Oh, wait, no, it couldn't be TN because it's a custom number. Which of the custom numbers?
Oh.
Could it be the 33? Could the 33 be leading this race? Oh, no, wait, no. The leaders on pit road, it was Beats. Beats by Dad. Who I think I mentioned last week at Texas is known for being a bit of a fuel mileage player.
Yeah.
And he's kind of just proven that again today by fuel mileaging his way to potentially at least a good shot at a race win. If only he'd been able to fuel mileage his way to a championship as well. Imagine if he'd been able to fuel mileage his way, because we were talking about it last week, that he was in a position where if he could win, he could get in, and he almost did with fuel mileage last week at Texas. And then they would just need to pull the same strategy he's pulling now to win the overall race.
Yeah.
So now Tanklin's cycling around to the race lead, so that's going to be a fun one.
Yeah.
D-Prev obviously running second, third place being the 13 at Keystone, and I think we just kind of have everybody just kind of riding around right now while we wait for these final 2 laps. Because of the fact that once these final few laps are run, and actually I'd almost say Seaman's got to be very aggressive to make sure he doesn't lose out to both the 98 behind him, and maybe he can even fight his way back onto the lead lap legitimately by passing Tanklin before the end of the stage. It would be a lot harder. But definitely still possible for Seaman to pull that off. Here we go, 1 lap to go.
Definitely.
This is the final lap of the stage. Let's see, Seaman looks to the high side on Tanklin. He's trying to find any way past him. At this point, I think he'll be the free pass regardless, but he can maybe gain some spots on a strategy move if he is able to get around him here in 3 and 4. It looks like he will not get there. And Tanklin will win stage 1. The free pass will be the 56. So Tanklin...
And second and third will stay the same.
Yeah, so Tanklin kind of showing early that he's going to be one to beat. Looks like 70 just kind of having some fun sliding through the grass.
Second and third stay the same right there, Ryan.
Yep.
As well.
Yeah, but as we kind of pointed out plenty of times yesterday, stage results in in the championship race really don't matter all that much.
No, because at the end of the night, it's what matters.
Yeah, it's just about who finishes higher.
Yeah, here in
I think
this
it'd be
league.
interesting to see if there would
Here.
be any situations where the champion changes based upon, who earns more points at Homestead as opposed to just being who finishes higher than who at Homestead.
Well, in real life, it's now Phoenix, remember?
Well, yeah, but at the championship 4, and I don't think it would have made a difference
Yeah.
I don't think it would have made a difference at Phoenix this year because I think didn't Chase Elliott finish
Alright.
second first?
And the way with Skate Crew with Tinklin taking the lead once again down into 1, Keystone's going to maybe slide it way in to second, and does so.
No, Keystone isn't happy though with second. He's looking for the lead.
He's looking for the lead.
But he's got the 70 to his inside. That's another championship contender. So you got 3 championship contenders within about 3 feet of each other. Now, obviously, they're further apart in real life. Don't worry. Don't call the social distancing police on us. They are much further socially distanced than that in real life. Otherwise, we would definitely be down. We'd definitely be in the same place they are. Oh, and ow! Uh-oh. He stays out of the traffic, but man, that's a big hit for the for that driver. And I'm not sure what happened there. Even looking at his stream onboard, it really doesn't show the story of what happened there.
That's the thing because he did look pretty good early on in this stage thingy, man.
Yeah, but again, the good thing for him is that it doesn't really matter what happens in this stage, and the fact that there's 2 guaranteed pit stops in this stage.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now though you get the 70 versus 11 battle for the lead, and those being 2 championship contenders, this will be essentially a practice session for the 11 to see if he can hold off another one of the championship 4 in a one-on-one race. Because I think if he can outpower both of those drivers, I think that'll show that he is definitely the guy who should win this championship, even though he won't have actually won the race, because he will have outdueled the only other 2 challengers that have even been remotely close to him this race. That's not to say that C-Man can't get up there. I mean, he's running 5th right now, so I definitely think he still could get up there. But it's just a difference of having been up there already in the race. And speaking of being there and getting up there in the race, the 70
Ryan, did we pretty much have the same field we did last night?
Yeah, mostly. Why? Also, I think the 33 is new or different. I think the 2 wasn't in the field yesterday. The 70 wasn't in the field yesterday. And the 35 wasn't there yesterday. So there's a few new guys. As would be kind of typical with a race like this.
And side foot spot, non-championship implications, but let's go ahead and check on Keystone.
Well, you got to pass the lead and the championship right now on track. There goes the 70 to the race lead around the 11. 11 looks low to try the crossover move, but isn't going to get there. So here we go, 56, just kind of hanging out though. He isn't really falling back all that far. He's still just hanging out in 4th, I believe. Actually, wait a minute.
Yep.
Is the 98 a lap down? Yeah, the 98's a lap down. So the 98, who appears to be third on track, is actually a lap down.
I wonder how that happened, right?
He was not in the. He was the second car a lap down at the end of that stage, and he must not have taken the wave around at the stage break.
Yeah.
He was a lap down at the end of that second stage too.
Yeah, we should be getting close to the end of the second stage here.
You think so? Really? I think we're still really early on. We haven't even seen one round of pit stops, and we're expecting 2 in this stage. By the way, hey guys, I see all the guys in the chat saying hi. Hi AJ. Hi Sarah.
I don't have anybody saying hi in my chat.
Yeah. Also, yeah, we did have only audio at the beginning because we were a little slow at getting our invites for the race. So
Yeah.
that's why it was audio only at the beginning. I just checked chat for the first time in a little bit because I'm trying to manage all the different tabs, and we just saw the 39 peel to pit road. We see the 2. Oh, the 2 is speeding. 2 had to have been speeding. He was going very fast there, entering pit road. The 13, though, interesting to see. After, in that first stage, he pitted with the 39 on every pit stop. This time he doesn't. Looks like the 98 just coming off the pit road as well. I would expect you're going to see the 11 this time. Looks like, yes, you do see the 11 come this time.
The 13's coming.
Yeah, 13.
Well.
So right now, that 70, though, is still out there running laps. Currently as the race leader.
Oh, wow. First round of pickups in stage 2.
You're welcome for doing the stream. I'm excited to be doing it as well, and looking forward to next season as well as we get ready for
I am
very new look to the series, because they'll have they're gonna have a rookie series, a mixed division series, a mixed car series, and a cup series. So it's gonna be fun next season. But yeah, just looking though, the 70, I believe, is still yet to come to pit road. And here we go, here comes 70. And once again, another driver entering fairly quick, but he got down to speed, it looks like. But yeah, the 2, by the way, was caught speeding on pit road, so that is a confirmed fact. That the
and with that rookie season, you know, that will be on Tuesday night for anybody that wants to be a first timer in that week.
Yeah, and of course, ways to contact, look up. For those of you guys that aren't already following the Misfitz Racing League guys over on Facebook, feel free to go over to their page, drop them a like, and let them know the guys in the booth sent you. Which, granted, that would be telling me it, because I'm one of the guys that manages that Facebook page. And we got a pass on track between playoff drivers. Actually, a pass for position as well between the 13 and the 56. And now they're both going to be going around the 70 here of Blitz, who is also for position. I got 7 viewers over on my stream. Welcome, everybody.
Yeah, but welcome. So we got a total of 8 because we have 1 on my screen.
Yeah, so looks like we got a really good battle for the championship. Outside of the fact that I think Tanklin might be the race leader. Yeah, so Tanklin's leading this thing. And then 4th, 5th, and 6th are all right together, and all three are championship contenders.
Yeah, outside the fact that, like you said,
Yeah, with Tanklin leading, it definitely puts into emphasis that I think these three championship guys should just agree to work together to try and run him down a bit. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, 3 cars is faster than 1. And everybody know, and pretty much all these guys should know that, especially with the emphasis on this new drafting package for, well, even though it's different.
yeah,
Oh, the NASCAR Heat
Yeah,
5 career mode videos. Yeah, those have been on a little bit of a hold just because, you know, switching editing softwares and whatnot and trying to put out quality videos. And then I had the Advent Calendar Series stuff come up. Then some more technical stuff on my computer, so hopefully I'll be bringing back some more of those pretty soon.
yeah.
So it looks like the 13 and the 56 are actually kind of losing a bit of time to the 70, who's starting to pull away.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you that 56 is catching 13,
Well,
and
those two have been
right
right together
15.
most of this run, but the fact that the 70
yeah,
is just running away from them on the slightly newer tires. Which I definitely think is
'cause
a big factor. So we still have about 16 laps to go in this stage. So the fuel window is open. They could pit now and make it on fuel to the end of the stage. I doubt they'd be able to make it on tires, and that is why you aren't going to see them come to pit road yet. But I would anticipate over the next 3 or 4 laps, you'll start seeing some guys, especially some of the guys that have been struggling on their old tires,
yeah.
maybe make the dive to pit road to try and get fresher tires on sooner.
And Ryan, I'd like to add, we're going for a championship. These championship guys have to know where the other championship contenders are running. So you're probably not going to see them take too much of a gamble.
Yeah, especially not for a
expect
stage. Like when you know the stage is coming up, I'd expect pretty much everybody to run about 5 more laps and then come to pit road.
And as you say that, I just saw 2 on the back of my screen.
Yeah, the 98 and the
pull off.
35.
Non-championship contenders, but
Yeah, both
still,
those guys are non-championship contenders, but they're still out there trying to win the race. I would anticipate you're going to see Keystone probably not this time, but next time by would be my guess. And Keystone goes by the pit road entrance, so I would say that's probably true.
Whoa.
Oh, uh-oh.
What happened?
What happened to the 56? Are we going to see it? Are we going to see IndyCar style rules where they throw the yellow because the championship contender was in trouble? Because I know typically with IndyCar they'll be very helpful towards championship contenders. I don't know if they're going to do the same thing here where they will throw a caution for a non-incident.
Oh, and here we go. Keystone has hit pit road.
What did I tell you? Not that lap, but the next lap, and I was right. I had the exact lap pinned down that he was coming to pit road.
Uh-huh.
Even though he probably could have made it another lap on that tire.
Well, you've been watching the screen.
Yeah,
I
well, I was
haven't.
just kind of glancing over to see what his tires were at, and we got the 11 on pit road as well. So the 13 is exiting his pit as the 11 comes down to the service of his crew. So where's the 13 going to come out in reference to the 56 is going to be the question. And obviously, if they end up a lap down to the other championship guys, that'll be another thing to look at.
Yeah. For sure. Not sure who you are, but thank you for watching tonight over on my screen.
Yep, so we got about 10 laps. We're coming up on 10 laps to go this next time by.
10 laps to go already in the stage lane.
Yep.
Can you believe how fast this race is going by?
I can believe it because it went by very quickly, and we got the final of the championship for contenders, I believe, on pit road now with the 70. Actually, wait a minute, maybe not. Who's the race leader? Let's see. Okay, yep, all the championship 4 have been to pit road. Actually, everybody's been to pit road and have cycled around. So, you got
11
championship contenders right now are 1st, 3rd, 4th, and 6th. Because Seaman's back in 6th, Keystone 4th, Blitz is 3rd, and actually nearly is about to get some competition here from the 13.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, this is a fun race, but man, this tire wear makes it feel like it takes a lot longer than it really should. I don't know why they put 3x fuel and tire on for a 100% race. I mean, I can understand doing 2 times to try and guarantee that you have to pit in the first segment, but the guarantee that you have to pit twice in the first segment just feels like it drags it on longer than it needs to. That's just kind of my opinion on it.
No. It seems like it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it wouldn't be the first time in this league where I feel like something could have been improved upon, and probably will be for next season. Because I already know a few changes to the rule book are coming to try and make the races better.
Oh, really?
Yep, nothing I can announce yet because Keystone hasn't made them official to even the guys in the group yet, but yeah, I've been talking about some of the different rules that he might be changing for next season to try and make the races a little more fair, a little bit more exciting for everybody competing in them. Yeah, it looks like everybody's just gonna be riding around here as we have 5 laps to go in the stage, about to be 4. And nobody's really racing super hard just because, again, when you don't have a when it's not the final stage, you're gonna play it a little safer.
But I do know one thing, it's going to be hard for me to decide what league to run. But I'll probably end up running, you know.
I think you're only in the I think you're only eligible for the rookie level, because I'm pretty sure the Cup Series is going to be restricted to only guys who got top 20 in the points this year. Which, for example, let me pull up the list of Xfinity guys that'll be getting promoted up to the Cup level. So here we go, MRL points and stats. So for the guys in this series that'll be eligible for the Cup Series, you've got Blitzkrieg. Obviously, you got your 4 championship contenders. Joe, Fred Bob, Nostang, Beats, Firefighter, Hitman, I think. Although I'm not sure what the status is on guys who quit mid-season or just stopped showing up mid-season. But Hitman, Tyler, Like a Lot, Master, Iceman RD, T-Set, Extreme, Chiller, JR, Anarchy, and JP Big Dogs are the top 20 in points at the current moment. And I don't think that's likely to change, considering most of the guys below that are close to that cut line aren't here, so I don't think any of that's going to change.
Yep.
So that's your list of guys that are going to be Cup eligible. And by the way, expect Keystone guy to be coming in for another pit stop here. I would guess. Actually, no, we've only got one lap to go on the stage. Never mind. He's just gonna be close on fuel. I just saw that hopefully he makes it to the finish of the race on fuel.
Yeah. Dogging him on screen in case he runs out.
Well, I'm watching. He's at 0.
He is out of fuel. But
he started to cough, but he's gonna easily make it to the finish on fuel. And hey, at least this time he didn't blow a tire coming to the end of a stage.
Yeah.
And you had championship contenders 1, 2, 3 for Tanklin, Blitz, and Keystone. And I believe C-Man ended up 6th still. Unless he had to pit an extra time there because he didn't take enough fuel or something. Let's see.
So now...
Yep, C-Man was 6th place and the last car on the lead lap.
So now it's down to how many laps, Ryan?
We have 83 laps to go now, so it'll be about 80 to go when we go back green.
Alright.
And kind of similar to yesterday, it's gonna be like a 4 or 5 stop race from here. Which again is a lot of laps. And issue on the start for one driver. Oh, never mind. Looks like he's going.
He's going for second. Looking.
He's looking high for the lead. He gets blocked. He goes down low. He's going to get side by side with the race lead. And the championship. Isn't going to be able to get there. The 11 comes down to block. 13 back up high. Looking high. And now kind of stuck in the middle. 3 wide for second.
Yeah, 3 wide stuck in the middle. Keystone is.
And there's the ping pong effect. Any surprise that the guy who has the gamer tag Madman would try making it 4 wide, as we have major contact from a lot of different guys. What caused that? Okay, so it looks like there was more contact that ping ponged Keystone into the wall, which started that. So that's going to be a yellow flag here to start the stage.
Yes, it will, and that will be our first caution of the night on the Saturday night, I do believe.
Yep. Yeah, this is our first manual yellow of the night, 3rd caution flag overall. Because of the 2 stage yellows. Also, I kind of just wish that, I think the one thing I wish that they did change about the stages is that you didn't guarantee the yellow flag with them, because when you have a period where you know there's going to be a yellow flag, the guys are just going to drive crazy for that. On that last lap of that stage, even though there's still plenty of laps to go.
Yep, 98 got free patch on this crossing while everybody else comes down the road.
Yep, looks like there might even be the 33 taking the wave around. So, it'll be a question mark of No. Who wins the race off pit road? Which, unfortunately for Tanklin, didn't have the best pit stall selection in the world. No, did not get a very good pit stall. Looks like, though, we got a bit of a shakeup in the running order, though, coming off of pit road.
Yep.
Oh wait, no, never mind. Doesn't look like it was as much of a shakeup as I thought. Also, it looks like the 98 was 2 down.
Oh,
So he is
okay.
still a lap down.
But I think we did have a change for the lead, unless the leader took the bottom.
Leader took the bottom. That's the usual, JP.
Okay.
Most leaders will take the bottom here because that inside line is so important to have going into turn 1. Here we go.
Ready. Sprint flag back up and we're going racing.
Yeah, and someone's already made it 4 wide, or 3 wide, I mean. If someone had made it 4 wide already. So it looks like we aren't far from it.
Yeah. Looks like he's going to go back 5th on that, we Scott.
Yeah, Keystone dropped back. I believe he's in 4th, though, because that 98 in front of him is a lap down still.
Yep. So now he's back in 3rd.
Yeah, he's in 3rd because of the, the car in front of him is a lap down, and there's the other 2 championship contenders in front of him. So actually, right now, I believe you've got championship contenders 1, 2, 3, and C-Man just dropped back to about 6th. It looks like. Yeah, when I started saying that, he was still up in the he was up battling side by side for 4th, or at least what I think is 4th.
Side by side for 2nd.
Yep, side by side for 2nd. Looks like Tanklin's dropping back just a little bit, and he's going to get freight trained on the high side there. And hence why you don't pick the outside lane. Because even this late even a little bit into a run, if you go up the high side, you're going to get freight
we got
trained.
back up for the lead with Keystone taking the lead off 4th.
Oh, big crash, big crash.
13.
Big crash. 39 involved. The 11 was involved. Looks like the 56 dove to pit road trying to avoid it, or got spun down to the pit road trying to avoid it. Luckily, he didn't end up having to sit there for the entire duration of the pit stop.
Yeah. That was happening as I was calling.
And this will give the 98 a chance to try and get that other lap back, potentially.
Yeah. Here comes everybody down to pit road again. Now, Ryan, what do you think the strategy is from here? I mean, all night we haven't seen Carson's, and now getting the rest of them. Although get 2.
I mean, still 72 laps to go. I mean, it's gonna be a long one. Still, I don't think you start to see any 2-tire calls or anything yet. I think you still see everybody drive. Everybody's gonna be driving, especially those championship guys, just trying to be putting themselves in the lead for as long as possible. And speaking of the lead, that's where Keystone is.
Yep. As he got the lead and was able to keep the lead off that pit stop.
Yeah, and actually it looks like you're going to have championship contenders 1, 2, 3 on the inside lane, and then Tanklin will be 6th, with being 3rd on the outside lane.
Be interesting. See what happens on the restart.
Well, it's going to be very interesting,
The
especially
11.
now that you've got, for the first time, Tanklin isn't in the front 3 championship contenders. I think this is the first time all night. And not sure why Blitz is down on the apron. There we go.
Don't
Now
worry
he's back
about
up in the
that lane.
banking. And we are going back to green flag. And oh, the 70 actually jumped that a little bit. And that is going to absolutely stack up the inside line, with the entire inside line kind of over-anticipating the jump from the 11, or not from the 11, from the 13. The 11's dropped back quite a bit, actually. The 11 is all the way back to 7th right now. And look back at a story we kind of mentioned already. The 98 is back on the lead lap, so the 98 is now once again in contention for this one. 69 laps to go.
69 to go.
Yep. With Keystone and Blitz battling it out for the lead. Deep Rev up there as well. Tanklin's actually made his way all the way back up to 4th. So, I think once again just kind of showing that.
Keystone has lost the lead up here.
Yeah, it looks like, to be honest though, I think Keystone would rather be 3rd here, or at the very least not be leading it, because I think he'd rather be the one being aggressive on the rear bumper rather than having someone being aggressive on his rear bumper. But right now, you
Side by side for the lead, right in front of Keystone.
You got side by side for the lead, but you've also got side by side for pretty much every position through 5th. Through 5th or 6th. Including what it was about to be 3 wide there for a 3rd. Here we go. Are we gonna see 4 wide here in the middle of the pack?
Wow.
We might actually have a shot at seeing 4 wide a number of laps into the run, as Keystone is just kind of falling all the way to the back of this pack and even loses out 2nd in the championship to the 11.
Oh, 11 made contact with the 98. Got pushed down by the 98.
Yeah, so he lost his spot to the 13, but the 98 also lost his spot, so no harm, no real foul there. And so they're both still going, they're all still in this front pack. So I wouldn't be too worried, as we got 3 wide for the race lead for just a moment. And it looks like the momentum. Looks like the outside's actually got the momentum for the first time tonight, where the outside might actually have a shot at prevailing here.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Keystone on top, kind of in a very back to get to a spot.
Yeah, I mean, he's just trying to do what he can to try and get up there and mix it up at the front. And as of right now, I don't...
Keystone goes up top.
Yeah, Keystone's up top.
We take the lead momentarily.
He retakes the
Side by
lead to
side
lose
down.
it down the straightaway there, side by side. Looks like, on corner exit though, the 70 is looking like he might take it back. Yep, 70 retakes the lead and clears him. 62 laps to go, so we're nearing up on pit stops again.
Yeah, we are.
And that's going to open up the question of, at what point do you start trying to play some kind of fuel saving strategy? And oh, never mind, we might get a yellow instead. Crash out back, 39's around. 98, no. Just coming through kind of the debris field. You're gonna have to wait and see though if that's gonna end up being the yellow or if they're gonna keep racing. Oh, now you got the 39 in the wall, and yeah, it looks like they have slowed it down. So yeah, they have slowed it down for the third yellow flag at the stage.
Yep.
This is an uncharacteristic amount of cautions for this group. Usually you might see three, maybe four manual yellows in a race, but then again, this is also the higher caution count car of the group. Like for some reason, the Xfinity cars usually provide more wrecks than the Cup car, or than the trucks. I mean. So once again, you're kind of in a position where you might be able to make this a two-stop race from here, but I'd say 3 stops is the strategy to win this thing, because I think 2 stops is going to be a very heavy amount of savings.
Oh, yeah, look at this! The 15 wins the battle up pit road.
And you got all 4 championship guys in the top 5.
I'm sorry, Ryan. I talked over you when you were saying something.
Yeah, the championship 4 are back to being all in the top 5. For the first time, I think, since the pace lap, when they did that pace lap with all of them in the top 5. Or in the top 4.
So we'll be coming to the restart, I believe, with 59 to go.
Yeah, I believe it will be 59 to go. So here we go,
And
coming through.
Here we go.
Coming off of
The
4
green
and
flag is back out. Yellow hammer. Keystone is on the right pedal. Yeah. All good.
looks like that championship 4 really struggled to get going there on the high side. I thought the 70 and the 11 were going to work together and try and, maybe make that high line work a little better here sooner. Which I guess that just kind of shows how little confidence anybody has in that outside lane right now. At least on starts and restarts. Where they really, just didn't do anything on the initial outside lane start.
50 to go.
Which, to be honest, if I'm the race leader and I'm looking at that, no, issue for the 70. Oh, we got a wreck in the back.
You got
Another
that?
yellow.
Another yellow?
Yep. 70
Another
cars stopped
yellow.
on track, along with a debris field of other cars.
As a leader on the line, do you think he's isn't liking all these cautions, even though
I don't think he's minding it too much since he's out front. But again, at some point, if we get a late restart, you gotta question, when do people start thinking about not coming to pit road under the yellow? Now, under this one, I think you'll see most everybody still come to pit road because it's still very early. I think coming to pit road is a safer option and really isn't much to be gained by staying out. Especially as you'll be one of only like 3 that will actually stayed out.
And here comes Patrick down pit road.
Yeah, and most everybody else follows them. But again, you gotta question maybe the, let's see, how long is this pit stop gonna be? Looks like it'll be a 15.5 for Keystone, and it will be so it looks like Keystone will definitely beat the 11 out of pit road. He's got a faster pit stop and came in well ahead of him. And Keystone leaves with the race lead after a 15.5, which is actually a solid pit stop for a 4-tire stop.
4-tire stop.
Which again, I think most everybody was going to go with 4 tires because again, there isn't much to be gained by doing 2 tires now.
So now
Like the time to do 4 tires would have been on, or to try 2 tires would have been on that one of those late race or one of those late stage pit stops when you made that final pit stop for fuel. Would be to maybe try 2 tires there if you had any confidence in your tires.
The restart should come out with 55 to go. Something like that, anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna have about 56 to go when we get the green flag. 56, 55, something like that. And here we go, coming down to the green flag yet again. Keystone on the front row, and he gets a little bit of a jump there on the field. But it looks like most everybody else was just not really all that organized well, and he should be able to pretty easily just take this lead.
Oh, so bad. Oh, did we have yet another caution back there, Ryan?
Another one? Are you kidding me? Looks like it, though. I mean, 120 on the straightaway for Keystone lets me know, yep, that will be another yellow. I think at some point you're going to have to start wondering when they might just stop calling yellows for slightly more minor incidents like what we keep having, where it's just like 1 or 2 cars. Although I'm sure Keystone doesn't mind just ticking away the laps remaining. It means that he has to worry about leading less of. He doesn't have to worry about holding people off for as many laps, and he can just worry about taking the checkered flag here in in about a half an hour. And actually, looking at the clock on the wall, he might actually be running up close to a time where he might end up being out of time to finish the race. He does have work tonight, I know that. I'm pretty certain, at least. So that's gonna be a fun situation. to keep an eye on is will Keystone be able to actually make the whole thing? I don't think he'll leave mid race.
No.
But again, as it gets later and later, you gotta wonder, how long is this race gonna end up dragging on for? Because if we keep having these 2-lap runs, yellow flag, 2-lap run, yellow flag, kind of a points to something I'd like to see them maybe implement in the next game, which is something kind of would be inspired off of iRacing with the fast repairs, and basically just having it where you can only have a full reset, only like where the host of the lobby can set how many times you can fully repair your car, or even just enable a crash clock where you actually have to manage how long you're gonna be in the pit stall getting repairs for, and you can only spend like 6 minutes on pit road under that type of situation, just to try and limit the amount of times where you've got guys who are fairly uncompetitive just continuing to cause incidents on track. Now, I'm not accusing the guys tonight of being unable to run green flag. I think a lot of this is just server connection right now, which I think is a bigger issue, is just the server connection being pretty terrible. But again, why are these guys running the pace laps on the apron? I mean, I know in real life that's to try and keep the fuel on the fuel pickup, but I'm pretty sure that that's not what they're worried about right now.
Flag is back out.
Yep, and Keystone leads him into turn 1 yet again, and looks like he'll get clear. But again, yeah, you gotta watch kind of the middle of the pack here as they get ready to try and not wreck this time. So you got championship contenders right near each other there, the 11 and the 70. And again, it's just kind of a question of how many more yellows are you going to get?
It's 49 to go, isn't it?
Yep.
So we are now in the 40s to go tonight, boys and girls.
Yeah, we're less than 50 to go, which is kind of that next important milestone to hit. Actually, no, we just took 50 to go, actually. My bad.
Oh, my bad.
But here we go. Race leader's been caught by the 70. We got 3 championship contenders running 1, 2, 3. You got a question though, how careful is the 70 gonna be racing around the other championship contender?
Why? We got another caution.
Another yellow? Are you kidding me? Oh no, they are backing down. Okay. Well, that's gonna make it extremely interesting when we have 3 championship contenders in the top 3. Because now you gotta start wondering on pit road who's gonna win the race off pit road. Because if another championship contender does it, what do they end up doing? Now, I think right now it's still going to be mostly about, I'm just kind of hoping that, fuel and 4 tires works here. Because I still think you're too far out to be doing any kind of fuel gamble.
What was it that brought this one out?
Yeah, because I didn't actually see what happened there to bring out this yellow. And I saw some guys getting crazy, and I thought, oh, okay, that might lead to a yellow, but I didn't see anything initially that screamed to me as a yellow already. Yet they're in with 48 to go.
I'm getting the answer from Keystone.
Okay.
What?
And we got a change for the lead on pit road.
Pack.
Change for the lead on pit road.
Okay. Back of the pack.
New leader.
Ryan. Keystone gets that back of the pack with where he was.
Well, yeah, the entire back of the pack was sideways, but they hadn't wrecked yet when you were calling yellow. They were just 3 and 4 wide, which usually would lead to a wreck. But Keystone lost the lead on pit road, so this is going to be interesting now that he's in the outside lane for this restart. And then you've got the 11 on the back bumper of the 70. And the other championship contender is mired back there in what looks like 7th place.
Now we'll be coming to the restart with what? 40...
Well, about
40...
yeah, 47 to go when we take the green flag, I believe.
47 to go. Kinda, you did that math as we are back underway in the top line. And is Keystone going to be able to get the lead from the top line?
No, he's got no help. He isn't going to be able to get the lead. He might be able to manage, but he won't be able to take this lead away here. I mean, it's just hard to do much of anything in this series without some amount of help. And I would say Keystone's going to be more likely to be looking for a spot to just slide in the line right now.
Yep, which he did.
Yep, right in behind the other championship contender there in the 56. So Keystone's currently the worst running of the championship 4. Now, that's not saying much because the championship 4 are 1, 2, 3, and 4 right now. As Seaman takes the lead.
Yeah.
Seaman came from like 5th. Actually, he was 7th on that restart. And is now leading the race. With 2...
Whoa!
Yeah, they are all over the place here. Yeah, 3 and 4 wide is starting to become a
3
trend.
and 4 wide.
Yeah, definitely 3 wide there. And saying, who is that? I think you've still got the championship 4 running 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because the 70's back up there in the mix. Got Keystone who's fighting to try and keep 4th.
Oh wow, Wayne.
Yeah, man, this is a really good race so far.
I know.
3
right?
wide for the championship. Let's say 3 wide for the lead just didn't sound like it fit the size of that moment. And
Oh!
That's the 56 hardened to the wall, but no yellow. Oh, and I'm out. Are you out?
No.
Okay, can someone get me an invite?
The whole the lobby gets crashed like it did last night.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's why I was asking what happened if you lagged out. Because I lost my lobby.
So we go see what
Yeah,
Keystone
let's
wants
go
to do.
hop into the party, assuming it's open. Yeah, it's open.
Yep, Bobby died.
Yeah, it's done, boys. It's done.
Guys,
Pack
stop.
up your stuff. We're done.
Stop your cars.
Stop. Everybody stop.
the 42 laps.
Alright, I'll do what I can. If we have to, we're gonna have to run a 50%er and we'll run the 42. Because the closest thing to it is probably like 31. Tanklin was first, Blitz was second, C-Man third, I was fourth. Impact was fifth.
Oh, someone just left.
Yeah, I left.
Man just got kicked.
Everybody
Oh,
leave.
no. Yeah, everybody gotta leave, man.
Gee, are we gonna do what we did last night? Get in our spots,
Yep,
All right, what are
go
positions?
around, and then pit.
yep.
Man,
We have
that's
42 to go.
I believe 25% should be the exact number of laps. Is going to be 1 lap shorter than what you guys said. So 25%
What do you
would
guys
be
think?
41 laps.
Yeah, do that.
Okay,
We're just running all the way.
no, we're gonna go around. We're gonna go around at full speed, go into pit road. So I guess it's considered a caution. So Tanklin's first, Blitz is second, C-Man's third, I was fourth. I believe Impact was fifth, Madman was sixth. I didn't see from there on back.
I think that was 7.
But
I have to get my I have to go down pit road to fix my car.
yeah, we get to go down the road. Where you come out of pit road is where you come out, like for the race.
yeah.
We're gonna all get lined up here, like on the basic first lap. We're gonna go around for that lap. The pull down pit road will be like 38 to go. Come on, guys, get in here.
Yeah.
Flying. I'm just going to wait until they start the lobby and
Oh,
My guy.
shit.
Yeah, I've already got an invite, so I'm,
My bad, yeah,
I'm good to
I'm
hop back
coming.
into another party. JP, if you want to hop into one.
Guys, JP and Ryan, keep
Yeah.
those invites I sent you.
Yeah, no, I just mentioned I have them.
Invites you just got through the party. Alright, that's everybody.
JP, I'm gonna hop back into another party, okay?
okay.
Alright, guys.
You're coming to the green. Be ready here. Green flag. You got room. You're clear.
JP, you there?
Yep.
Okay, start joining in.
Hey, once you can send me one.
You should already
That
have
was
one from
fine.
being in the party. Did you not listen to what Keystone said?
I heard ya.
He said to hold on to the invite he gave you.
Oh. Oh wait, I did. My fault.
And I say, and I think he's on his way to sending us another one.
Yeah.
I just don't know why they commit so much to the winter heat series and all that. Like,
Yeah.
if your servers can't
I know.
handle having official competitive stuff and regular public stuff, then leave it as is and let the community run the competitive side of the game. I mean, sure, that might be a bit biased because I'm not in on any of the Pro League stuff, but I feel like that's preferably how most of this Pro League stuff should happen anyway, is I feel like it should be run by a collaboration of the
Did they
game.
always pit?
No, they should be coming into pit road, I think. I'm not really sure why they're
They're
now
not
racing
from-
it out, but yeah, no, they should be under yellow, but looks like they're under green flag, and I'm still not in because I need to restart my game again because the invites weren't working again. Oh, looks like they were just trying to catch up to Tanklin. Looks like Tanklin got ahead of everybody else, so they needed to go run him
Do
back
you
down.
need another one?
No, I held on to all the invites that Keystone sent me.
Okay.
I just need to wait till the load back in here.
Here we go. I'll cover pit stops as you will otherwise. You go.
Yep. And I say this pit stop's also going to allow everybody to get their adjustments in.
Yeah, and like you and I talked about last night with a lot of fuel to sort of out of person like myself. If you get go on preset, you get another
Yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah, we get another opportunity to pick a pit stop, preset. Though hopefully if you're a championship contender, you pick the right preset the first time. Especially if you're someone like you that has all week to be practicing.
Yeah. Of course, do we have anybody like that in this group?
I don't necessarily know what everybody's schedules are like in this group, because I don't know them as well. But, I mean, still, especially when it's a track that we ran earlier this season, I believe, that you should definitely have your preset put in there from, because if you do practice on a preset, that's what will be your starting preset if you don't change it on the in the lobby. And here we go, getting ready for the green flag.
Getting ready for the green flag, Keystone's on the bottom lane.
Keystone's on the bottom lane, but so is Tanklin, who's in first on the bottom lane. Championship 4 are 1, 2, 3, and 5. The 39 and D-Prev being up there in fourth.
To go. Side by side for third.
Yeah, side by side for third. Those championship contenders really starting to prove why they are the championship contenders. All four have kind of made their way to the front, whether that be on outright power or just strategy to get there and some good fortune with the lobby crashing and being able to get back on cycle with everybody. Although I think everybody did that on pretty much pure power. Because I don't think anybody really pulled any strategy to get up with them. Now another thing that the lobby crash does, and this is probably more of a help to guys again like you that, hey, if they were a lap down, they aren't now. They're not now. So it's a good chance to get back on lead lap for people no matter how many laps down they were.
Yep. Why we hate to see that unfortunate malfunction by the game. It does happen.
Yeah, and there goes the 56 dropping to the back of the field. Looks like he's decided that it's still too early to be racing like this. And speaking of racing like this, the 70 and the 13 side by side still for the lead, for second. Here we go, coming off of 4, and oh, Keystone tries to get down there and he just shoves. Who was that? Oh, the 35 is not going to be happy about that. The Madman's probably pretty mad about that one.
Yeah.
because that was straight up just getting dumped by the league owner. I mean, I don't think I've seen him move that bad in a long time. Except for moving here, of course. Oh, uh-oh. Another car sideways through the tri-oval. That's the 98 this time. Looks like, once again, though, that's the only car involved. So it looks like, once again, they're gonna just let that go.
Yep. It appears that way anyway.
So, coming to about 31 to go. So, 31 to go.
31.
Starting to get into that realm of one more pit stop, which hopefully is the case. I think it's more likely that you're going to see a two-stop race, but it's going to be close, actually. It's going to be very similar, actually, to last night's race, where it'll come down to who decides that they can make it on one stop versus two. And oh, the 20 is up in the wall. Man, that was weird. The 20 just got in the wall and then just let everybody by. But once he, even after he got out of the wall, he just kind of slowed down and let everybody go.
I wonder why.
Maybe he just decided he needed to save. He thinks he can save some tire and try and make it to the end on one stop from here. Save some tire, save some fuel, make it as far as you can into the run. Because I think if you can make it to 15 to go before your first pit stop here of this lobby, I think you can realistically have a pretty good shot at the win. But I think making it that far is going to be tough. And borderline, I'd actually say impossible looking at the number of laps they've already turned. I think making it to 20 to go is about where most of these guys are going to end up running out of fuel. And that's assuming their tires last all the way to their fuel window. And I said 18 was kind of the max I'd heard anyone mention about that fuel window. So I definitely think 20 laps would be way outside that fuel window.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see Keystone, not this lap, but next, is my prediction on him coming to pit road. And I would anticipate the 39 will go with him when he does go. Which also means if I'm the 13, I'm trying to run as fast a lap as possible via the draft, but not necessarily trying to pass the other guys. I just want to turn a very fast in lap without speeding on pit road.
Yeah.
So, here we go. Watch him for the 13 this time. Oh, 35 is around on entry to pit road. And it looks like 3 of the 4 came to pit road. Looks like a lot of everybody came to pit road this time. It's really, who does that put? That puts the 70 as the only driver that could maybe make it from here, or from where he ends up pitting to the end on fuel. And that's assuming he makes it another, like 10 laps. And yet, no, here we go, he comes to pit road. So it looks like it's going to be a 2-stop race for everybody. Though we did hear see man talk about strategy, so maybe you do 2 tires on that final stop.
Yep.
Or possibly you do 4 tires on this stop and then you do 2 tires on this stop and then 4 on the final stop.
Yeah. You might.
I mean, I could see that as a viable strategy to try and nurse, because you can probably nurse 2 tires for another 10 laps, and then end up going on to get the 4 tires at about 15 to go, which is right in that window to make it to the end of the race on fuel.
I would say so.
And Tanklin has cycled back around to being the race leader. And Blitz has cycled back to, I believe, 4th.
You believe 4th?
Yeah, he's 4th on track.
So, as we come to the end of the night, how many viewers have you had tonight?
I've had it as high as 7, and I'm currently still at 4, which is pretty impressive because it's almost 10:30 Eastern time, which.
Yeah.
And
I've had it high at 3 one time.
Yep. But coming down to the end of the race, first off, do you think we get another yellow? And second, what's your strategy to win this race?
It's hard to say, but if we don't get another yellow, I think my strategy to win this race is to be the first car to pit and spend the least amount of time on pit road. Whether that be 2 tires or fuel only.
You aren't doing fuel only on this final stop, I'll tell you that much. That is not a winning strategy.
No, but...
So, my strategy would have been 2 tires on that. I would have gone with the 2 tires on that last stop to nurse it 10 laps and then get 4 tires so I can be aggressive to finish off the race. Because that's one of those things that I feel like could very much cost someone a championship, is being on those same strategies. So as essentially 6 tires. So one stop being a 2 tire and the other stop being a 4 tire. And being in a situation where you end up not being able to be as aggressive as the people around you that are also on a 6 tire strategy.
Well, may I add, I'll be almost to that window of 15 to go to find out what the strategy.
Well, I think looking at the fact that the same guys are out front, I think we saw I don't think we saw anybody try 2 tires there. And I think we're still a few laps out of that window. Let me see. As they come through the tri-oval. 18 to go. So yeah, we're still about 3 laps out of the strategy window.
So we're still about 3 laps out.
Yep, still about 3 laps from getting to the finish.
Well, 3 laps from getting to the point where we think this race is going to be won and lost.
By the way, we just casually had a pass for the lead. The 13 just took the lead.
What's that?
We just had the 13 take the lead. And you didn't mention anything about it.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were watching that while I was checking the lap count for us.
Oh, okay. But no, the 15 did take the lead as we were trying to figure out the lap count.
Yeah, so I mean, those top 2 are going to be the 2 guys I think fighting for this win, assuming that there's no funky strategies.
Yeah.
Or funky yellows. 11 looking to the inside, but right now, to be honest, if I'm these 2, I'm just running fairly conservative, just trying to make it a battle between me and them. Because I don't want a third or fourth guy coming into this championship fight.
No.
If I'm one of these front two.
No.
Now, if I'm Blitz, I'm trying everything I can to make sure I am involved. Now, C-Man, I think, is on a completely different strategy. I don't know what he's doing, but hopefully it's working for him.
Yeah, hopefully. As we do have a battle for the lead, because he's going to left the bottom open.
Yeah, and that's going to allow the 11 back by, but then the 11 drifts up the track, and the 13 is going to look back to the inside.
What can you say about this car tonight? It produced some good side-by-side racing. I had fun tonight.
Well, that sequence of passing was created from the 13 leaving the door open, and then the 11 driving it in too deep into the next corner, trying to clear the 13. And it looks like we had the 98 come to pit road, and we did, in all that, clips it. I would expect to see the 13 this lap. As we've got 13 to go right now. So the window is open.
13. The window is open.
Window is easily open. And
here comes... Whoa, the 11 stays out, so the 11's up.
yeah, we kind of knew that the 11 was going to... We kind of seen the 11 so far tonight being on a different strategy. Looks like the 56, though, was just on for 4 tires, so I don't know what necessarily strategy he might be trying to pull here to try and win this thing, but again, hopefully it's going to work for him, because I'd love to see him have a shot at this.
Yeah.
And here comes the 11, and I believe our other championship contender in the 70, so this will be another one to watch as the 13 leaves his pit stall.
Yep. And it looked like the 13 got 4 tires, maybe.
Yeah, he definitely got 4 tires at a 15-second pit stop. And oh, car around on the front stretch.
Is that going to be our Carson co-commentator?
I don't believe so. I think it was just one car.
Meanwhile, I'm going to cover how well keeps going good, getting the lead back.
Yet Tanklin is still second on track. Or is still second on the scoring. And Beats by Dad is currently the race leader. The 20 is currently a race leader.
And we get to have a pass for what I think would be the race win once beat by Dad pits.
He is on pit road right now, and we should see the tick over. Yep. So that just became the battle for the lead now. So that is now the battle for the lead and the championship between the 13 and the 11.
Here comes the 11 back on the 15. If I was the 15, I wouldn't leave that bottom open all the rest of the night again.
Yeah, but or do you leave it open to let the 11 overdrive it like he did last time? Because you know, if you get too low on that apron, you can very easily find yourself in a position where you end up missing the bottom, and then you end up in a spot where you end up spinning out yourself, and then you might even take out the 11 as well. And you'd end up handing the lead in that case over to somebody else.
So we got roughly 6 laps to go.
Probably right about that amount. I'll tell you when they get back around to the start-finish line here. But man, side-by-side racing.
Yeah, side-by-side racing.
11 had it at the line that time. So if that had been the final lap, that would have been the 11 winning the championship. by the slimmest of margins. We're going to helicopter view for a little bit here. And I forgot to check the lap count when we came by the start finish that time. So here we go. Helicopter view.
Oh, he's gonna reach the bottom, hoping it comes.
No, he didn't. He's on the outside anyway, and Keystone leads that lap. And we've got 6 to go now. So, 6 to go.
6 to go. 6 to go for a championship.
Yeah, 6 to go, and it's a championship just the way we like it. 2 guys, 1v1, dueling it out across the final 5 laps of the race now. 5 to go.
5 to go.
Yeah, 5 to go. No concerns on fuel or tires. Just a straight up duel for the finish. And of course, another really nice prize for winning this championship. Another $150 on the line tonight.
4 to go.
Yeah, as they take 4 to go.
Catholic.
Keystone leads it from Tanklin, and he's still in the picture. So if something were to happen between these 2 championship contenders, the 70 is still there. Could you imagine if we see these front 2 taking each other out?
Oh, yeah.
Imagine if we see all 3 of the leaders crash here. Because the 70 is going to catch them on pace. The 70 is actually running faster laps right now than either of the front 2.
3 laps to go.
Three laps and 3 drivers in this fight now. It's now a 3-way fight. From all the side-by-side racing we've had. And this is what the championship comes down to. The 13 moves the 11 up the track a bit. And that's going to open up the 70 to get in here as well. 3 drivers, 2 laps, and all to play for. What do you see happening here? Here we go, 70 to the inside, looking for second.
70 inside.
And he's going to be looking for the lead if he can. You're going to have 1 lap more to get it done. Here we go, coming through the quad oval to get the white flag. White flag, 1 to go.
Keystone's in the grass.
Keystone wasn't in the grass. Oh yeah, he did just about clip the grass actually. Looking at the replay angle. But here we go, the white flag is out. The 11 now, back to the outside. This is one of the best fights for a finish I've seen in the Misfitz Racing League.
Yes.
Here we go. Coming through 3 and 4. The win. The championship. It'll be the 11. The 11 gets it. Tanklin takes the championship. And didn't he win last night too?
Yes.
So, that's a guy that you might want to watch out for. And the margin of victory. 2/100ths of a second. 21 1,000ths of a second. Correction. 21 1,000ths of a second.
Thousandths of a second. Whoa.
Was the margin of victory. And really, the spread of the field from first till third, and actually all 4 of your championship contenders came home 1, 2, 3, 4. But your spread from first to third was only 1/10 of a second.
Yeah. Woo.
Man, that was exciting.
Oh my gosh. I wish we could do an interview with this Tinklin real quick, but
yeah, so that was a fun championship and a fun season overall. I mean, we've seen a lot of different winners in the Xfinity Series this year. I mean, just going to quickly go through our winners so far this season in the series. Blitzkrieg, Keystone, now Xfinity Series champion Tanklin, Seaman, Nostang, Beats, Hitman, Iceman RD, JR, JP Big Dogs, Sky Hot Wheels, and I believe that is the end of our list of winners. So, an impressive list of winners, and I am very happy that I am to be a part of this amazing group of winners from this season.
Yes. Congratulations to Tinkling again on the championship.
Yeah, that was an impressive race. One of the best races I've ever seen. Have you ever?
Before we have you ever?
No, I never.
Seen that out because
Man,
I mean, I've known Keystone for about as long as a total amount of time as you had, and I've never seen him drive as hard as he did tonight for that championship.
well, I knew he wanted it, but he came up just a few tenths short.
I can't wait to talk to him again and see what he could have did different the next time we do interviews.
Oh, I know what he could have done different. He could have put the 11 in the wall in 3, but he decided to race him clean, and that's kind of what happens sometimes. So, hopefully, you guys did enjoy this season of Misfitz Racing League action.
Hopefully you did.
If you guys did enjoy, of course, hit the like button on the stream. Of course, go check out Misfitz Racing League on Facebook. Check out both Tanklin and Keystone streams over on Twitch at twitch.tv/The Keystone Corner and twitch.tv/Tanklin11.
The like button on both of our screens.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, and check.
They couldn't do it without. They couldn't do it without us. So, right, Ryan?
Yep. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and if you guys did, we will see you guys hopefully back here for next season as we get ready to go into the new year. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video, live stream, or whatever you guys decide to do with the rest of your night. Have a great night, everyone.